Van D, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van D.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Van D podcast. I am so grateful that you are with me today and you have decided to make a difference in your life and try and get better. Well, listening to the Van D podcast, I want to help you get to where you want to go, but only faster. So if you take a look at all my podcasts in my library over the many years, you'll see that they're all geared towards you fulfilling your dreams, your goals, and enjoying life more and becoming the best version of yourself. So today's topic is the benefits of talking to yourself. I know that sounds a little strange, but I'm not afraid to bring up strange things. I believe that if we do not listen to ourselves, then most likely we aren't going to listen to anyone else. Do you agree? Matter of fact, when I ask you a question, don't hesitate to send me an email with your answer to van@vandeeb.com. Do you agree that talking to ourselves is probably one of the best ways to get through the message we're trying to accomplish? So, listening to yourself is crucial because the person in the mirror is 100% responsible for your successes and your failures and your overall outlook on life. Now, you don't have to always look in the mirror when you're talking to yourself. I talk to myself, as you're going to find out here, all the time. But when I'm really intense and serious, I like to look in the mirror and get my message across so I know how important it is. I've been talking to myself for as long as I can remember, but self-talk became a bigger part of my life when I became a straight commissioned salesperson at 23, age 23. Now, when I say straight commissioned salesperson, that means if you don't sell something, you don't get paid. And if you don't get paid, what happens, everybody? You don't eat. So it was real important to me that I keep myself fired up, motivated, and focused. To this day, I still make affirmations, suggestions, and demands to myself out loud. I like to describe what I expect from myself that day. One of the things I would say to myself while driving, let's say to a listing appointment, most of you know that my background is real estate. I am going on my 40th year. That's right, 40 years in real estate, and I still can't wait to go to work every day. I found a passion, and I'm madly in love with my career. One of the things I would say to myself while driving to a listing appointment was, I don't have to give the best presentation every day. I just have to give the best presentation today. Now, statements like that took a lot of pressure off me so I could focus on the immediate task at hand. If I remind myself, hey, I don't have to be a rock star every day. I don't have to be perfect every day or on point every day. I just need to make a huge difference today. And that has always been my attitude, but I say it out loud so it really soaks in. I believe each of us has an inner voice that can help us get to where we want to go. And when we talk to ourselves, we are bringing that inner voice out into the universe so our wishes can become a reality. Isn't that what it's all about? Helping our wishes become a reality. Another thing, I love to pray. A lot of you that have heard my podcasts, my speeches, and been in my audiences in the past, you know I love to pray. I have found that praying aloud also helps me concentrate more on who I want my prayers directed towards, whether it's involve helping someone heal or praying for them that they are reaching their goal that they want to achieve, and asking God to help those bring out the best version of themselves. I believe the power of prayer is very, very powerful. And I have found that talking to myself is powerful. I am also confident it can work for everyone who tries it. However, in order for talking to yourself to be effective, you must be enthusiastic about what you are verbalizing, and you really must believe 100% in what you're saying. You can't fool yourself. So you really have to believe in what you're saying. So let me give you some examples, and hopefully you can incorporate this into your life, and you can make some of these statements your own, or you may find other statements that you can implement that work for you. But I just want to give you an example to get you thinking. Here are the following are a few statements and affirmations that I often say out loud in the morning or throughout the day. So one is that I always say is, today I will be the bright spot in someone's life. How long will it take you to say something like that? Practice it right now. Repeat with me. Today, I will be the bright spot in someone's life. That can mean different meanings to everybody. Maybe just smiling at people more. Maybe complimenting people more. Being the bright spot in someone's life. Today, I will do my absolute best to perform as many acts of kindness as I can. When you say this out loud, it's in your mind, it's in your heart, and it's in your being that you want these things to happen. Today, I will do my absolute best to perform as many acts of kindness as I can. I also say, thank you, God, for giving me the talent and ability to improve and be better today than I was yesterday. I believe gratitude is everything. You may have different affirmations of gratitude. Mine usually involves thanking God for my talents and my ability. Another one I say is, I have the ability, so I have the responsibility to make today count. Now, this is stuff that you can just say in the mirror. I have the ability, so I have the responsibility to make today count. When you're in sales, you have to be really passionate and fired up so that you portray that to whoever your customer or future client is that you're going after. So you may want to say things to yourself like, no one deserves to get this deal or sale today more than I do. I would repeat that over and over when I'd go on a listing appointment and try to convince a client to list their house with me. No one deserves to get this deal or sale today more than I do. That has to be your mindset. Another one that is really common for me to say in front of the mirror is, I will not come home unless I am productive today. Now, you and I both know there's not going to be anybody keeping us from coming home. But if we get this in our mindset that today I will be productive. So for me, it works by saying, I will not come home unless I am productive today. Another one that I believe in, and I hope that others will follow, is, please, God, help me make a difference and have an influence in someone's life today. I want to tell you something. The more you concentrate on making a difference in other people's lives, whether it be friends, family, people that work for you, people that you work for, your coworkers, I really believe that it will come back to you tenfold. Is that a reason to do it? Maybe. but usually it's just something you have the ability to do, so why not? I want to repeat that one. Please, God, help me make a difference and have an influence in someone's life today. So when self-talk is supportive, which means that you're really convincing yourself what you're saying, it can boost your self-confidence. I know a lot of people, I speak to so many different companies as a workshop speaker, a keynote speaker, the main event for small companies and Fortune 500 companies. My number one goal is usually to help be supportive and boost people's self-confidence, because when you do, you're going to bring out the best in them. So talking to yourself is a fact will help boost your self-confidence. So obviously, you never, ever want to broadcast any negative statements about yourself, either eternally or aloud. Negative self-talk leads to self-defeating assertions. Like, don't even joke. Seriously, don't even say stuff, I can't do anything right after you make a mistake, or I am a failure. Don't bring that in the universe. Don't convince yourself. If you've had a bad moment, maybe a not so great sales presentation or just a plain bad sales presentation, or just maybe a bad day, things didn't go great, negative thoughts and saying negative things about yourself will only make things worse. I can't begin to tell you how many times I did not get a sale or I failed at something and I really wanted to get down on myself, like beat myself up. But then I realized it was self-defeating. So I replaced those negative thoughts and feelings with statements like, I will do better next time. I am not perfect. I am a work in progress. I will correct what I did wrong and get the deal next time. Tomorrow is a chance to try again using the lessons I learned today. So that's the mindset. If you've had a bad day, tomorrow is a chance to try again using the lessons I learned today. And I want to tell you something. You always hear me say to fill yourself with positivity and keep the negative out. I really want all of you to listen to my radio show. I have a radio show called The Journey, and it's on KCRO Radio, a 100-year-old Christian radio station. You don't have to listen live, which is Thursdays from 5 to 6 p.m. Central Time and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central Time on KCRO.com. Or in Omaha, Nebraska, you can listen to it on 660 a.m. But what I'd like you to do is go to KCRO.com and click on podcasts, and you'll get a list of episodes under the show that it's called The Journey. You'll get a list of episodes that contain powerful, motivating, and inspiring interviews with wonderful guests that will help us all get better. So I really want you to listen to that. Remember, there is a tremendous power in self-talk. And also remember that positive self-talk does not mean you are ignoring the unpleasant and negative aspects of life. It just means you are flipping the narrative so you can approach life's challenges in a more positive and productive way. I want to read that again to you. There's a tremendous power in self-talk. Remember that positive self-talk does not mean you are ignoring the unpleasant and negative aspects of life. Instead, you are flipping the narrative so you can approach life's challenges in a more positive and productive way. So I want to give you some benefits that I have experienced. And you know that I'm the type of person in my speeches, in my podcasts, I'm only bringing up things that I've experienced. I don't want to be a phony. I want to always bring up what I've experienced, because that way I can tell you the negatives and the positives of that. So here's many benefits that I have experienced from talking to myself. One is it decreases negative thinking, because I am constantly verbalizing positive thoughts and statements. It does decrease my negative thinking. I'm filling myself with positivity out loud. It also helps you become more self-confident, because if you keep saying something over and over, you will start to believe it. When you say something over and over again, you will believe it in your mind. Now, because this is my podcast, I get to make the following statement. It's just like President Donald Trump. He repeats lies over and over again in almost everything he says. And guess what? People have believed his lies. So there's no difference. When you repeat something over and over again, people will believe you. Hopefully we won't have another president like that again. Another thing that the benefits I've experienced from self-talk is it makes you happier. You will find yourself smiling as you visualize what you are saying. When you self-talk, it makes you happier. Just give this a try. Matter of fact, listen to this podcast over and over again, get a pad and pen and write these things down, because, ladies and gentlemen, it works. One thing we can all use that self-talk definitely helps with is self-talk reduces anxiety, it reduces stress, and it reduces depression, because you are only letting positive, motivational, and inspirational thoughts in your mind. Even if you think you will never feel comfortable talking to yourself, I am asking you to try it. What do you have to lose? What's it going to cost you to give it a shot? Maybe you spend 3 minutes a day making affirmations out loud, making positive statements out loud. If talking to yourself could help you live a better life, why not give it a shot? But I want to prepare all of you that I predict you're going to like it. So, in closing, the benefits of talking to yourself are going to help you get to where you want to go faster. Trust me. You should be your biggest critic, which means you should be your biggest coach, and you should be your biggest motivator. Don't depend on other people to motivate you when you have the God-given ability to motivate yourself. So I want to invite all of you to please subscribe to this podcast, and please share it with somebody that could use some positivity, or maybe would enjoy learning the benefits of talking to yourself. So I really enjoy when people send me emails with their thoughts, van@vandeeb.com. And also remember, if you ever hear of anybody needing a speaker, a workshop, instructor, or just a group of people that need to be motivated and inspired to live a better life, I am easily accessible. You can find out more about me at vandeeb.com, or you can email me van@vandeeb.com. I am grateful for you spending time with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast as well as all the other podcasts that are in my library. Have an awesome day.
A Hurrdat Media Production.